everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree. I'm sorry my declutter did not go up yesterday as planned, but we are doing it right now. So this is face palettes. It's everything I consider face palettes. Highlight palette, bronzer palette, blush palette, and of course all-in-one face palettes. I thought I was going to have 10... I cut bangs for some reason, and now I'm like, what do I do with them? Anyway, I thought I was going to have like 10 palettes. Look what I found! I found a whole freaking tub. So we're going to go through these. I know a lot of them I am going to keep because I really love face palettes, but I know there's got to be some in here that I don't really care to keep or want to get rid of. So, here we go. First one is the Smashbox Drawn In Decked Out Shadow Contour and Blush Palette. This came out the year before last, Smashbox Holiday. This is how it looks. I really love this palette. I also just love Smashbox Holiday palettes. If they don't come out with a palette like this year, I'm going to be very disappointed. Because every year I buy it, every year I love it. I know the other one's in here too. This is the one from last year. The Holidays Contour and Spotlight palette. I saw this at Marshall's recently. And I was shocked. Obviously, it's from last year, but it's really, really good. It's a whole face palette. It's mostly bronzers and highlighters, but I love this. I still use it regularly. One of my favorite palettes I have, and the packaging is just really pretty to look at. This is a newer one to me. I actually haven't used it yet. It's from Collab. It's a face palette. I really like this brand a lot, and I have been looking for these, and I found it in store finally. I haven't tried it out yet, but it's part of the category, so I put it in here, so I'm going to keep that for now. This is definitely a keeper. This is a blush palette from Milani. Actually, it's like a blush and eye palette, the Shimmering Face Palette Luminoso Glow. I have a full video on this. It is an amazing palette. It's great for blush, great for highlight, great for eyeshadow. I have a video. I think I apply all of the things in the video. I'm not sure, but I am wearing them for sure. I'll link the video down below if you haven't checked this out. This is so good. Definitely a keeper. Let's see, the Pacifica Natural Minerals, this big old thick book here. So this is what it looks like. I wanted this for so long, and I finally found it a while ago. It comes with 6 eyeshadow formula, the formula that they don't make anymore. I don't know why, because this was glorious. It's silk. It feels like freaking silk. They're so good. 2, a bronzer and a blusher that are both really good, and 3 cream products, which I don't use. I actually want to depot these things because the packaging is so chunky. The pans aren't this deep, so I don't know why they made it that thick. But the products are amazing in this. So you know what? I'm going to put that aside so I can depot it. Next up, we have this Dior. Oh, like as if this was going to go anywhere. This is a Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette. I freaking love this. One of the best purchases I've ever made. It's so wonderful. I have nothing bad to say about it. Dior makes a freaking bomb highlighter formula. I've never tried any of their, these bangs. If you ever get an impulse to cut bangs, don't do it. Just don't do it. I love this so much. Gonna keep it forever. Let's see. I've got to be able to declutter something. Let's grab these. These can easily go. These are both from LA Colors. 2 big old palettes I bought for holiday. This one like a couple years ago, and this one a couple years ago, or last year, I don't know. This one is just a strobing palette. Big old plastic palette here. Hey! Get out of the closet! Get out of the closet. Big old highlighter palette here. I don't use this. It actually smells like a swimming pool liner, so that can go. Also, this one I kind of go back and forth about keeping because it's actually kind of lovely. It has bronzers, a couple of blushes, and a few highlights in here. But I never use it. You know, somebody else could totally love and use that, so I'm going to give that away. These 2 I love. These blush palettes from Broadway. I also got these at Dollar General a long time ago. So good. This one is called Spring. They were $5 a piece. It has 3 matte blushes and a really nice natural looking highlighter in here. Really like this. Going to keep it. And then the other one in here is called Summer. And it's just 3 like more bright blushes in here. One has shimmer, same kind of highlighter in here. These are really great formula. I love those. Totally gonna keep them. This one from Becca. This is one I just got. It's the Après Ski Glow Face Palette. Got this at Marshall's, I think. And it's 6 beautiful highlighters in here. It also has rose quartz, which I've been using every day. And yeah, gonna keep it. Get out of the closet. The Revlon Insta Sculpt Contouring Palette, another one of my all-time favorites. Use this all the time. Love the bronzers, love the blush. Highlight's okay. It kind of reminds me of the one in the Broadway palette. Ugh, I'm sorry if I keep messing with these bangs, but they're just the dumbest decision I ever made. And then the highlight in there is just okay. But the other three are so good. I love this one a lot. Gonna keep it. I told you I was gonna keep a lot in here. This is the In the Palm of Your Hand Volume 2. This is one that, oh, do I want to get rid of it? Okay. I ordered this on Amazon, and they sent me 2 of them. It was this one, or it was the first one. They sent me 2 of them. And I gave one away. And the other one I kept, guess what? Haven't touched it. I don't love the balm. I want to love the balm, but I just don't love them. But their face products are good. Highlights are good. I just haven't used this, but I don't want to get rid of it because it's just so pretty. You know what? I'm going to put it in the maybe pile and come back at the end of the video. Okay. The Volume 1, I am going to keep this one because this one is just, I don't know, the original, I guess. And it does have some face products in here, some eyeshadow singles, and then 2 lip things. And this one I do really like, so I'm going to keep it. And it's just cute. Gonna keep it. The Profusion Blush Palette. This was also $5. I bought this last year during Christmas. This is really, really good. Really pigmented. The blushes are really lovely. Great formula. I don't really use it that much. It is kind of like too pigmented where you have to just be so careful. And I don't enjoy that experience in a blush. I don't like having to just tap so delicately. You know, I like to at least touch it a couple times. Let's see. The Cotton Candy Champagne Blush Lighter Palette from, what's this brand called? Beauty Bakery. This is really, really pretty. I like this quite a bit. I'm gonna keep it. I don't have a lot to say about it. It's really good. The Ulta Beauty Baked Sculpt and Glow 3-in-1 Face Palette. This is the bomb. I freaking love this. Someone in a video asked me if they didn't ask me to do it, but they kind of talked about it in a comment that these two kind of look very similar, the Dior and the Ulta. And I always wanted to do a video comparing the two, but it just never came out perfectly. But I always wanted to compare these because it was actually really interesting findings that I had. So maybe I'll do that video in the future, but this is a definite keeper. It's so good. Gonna keep it. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4. This one is really, really pretty. Gonna keep it. The Unlocked one was nice, but I sold that one. I didn't love it. This one from Makeup Geek. This is the Flawlessly Ever After Bronze Baroness Face Palette. So they have a few of these different face palettes on their website. This one was on clearance. This was the only one available, the darker one, or there was another one. But either way, whenever I buy a face palette like this, I find the ones made for my skin tone like a little lighter. The blushes don't show up as well. The bronzer's a little too light for me. So I usually get a darker one because I usually like the bronzer and the blushes better. But this one is so over the top pigmented that I don't enjoy using it. It's just like even the bronzer, I know it's made for darker skin tones, but dang, it is pigmented. Blushes, so pigmented. I just don't enjoy the experience of using this. So, I mean, I just talked myself out of it, right? Okay, pass it on. Pass it on. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is the Golden Sugar 2 Rose Gold, like little blush highlighter palette. This is so pretty. This is really, really pretty. I haven't used it in a long time. And every time I open it, I'm like, dang, you're so pretty. And then I never use it. But I want to keep it because I know it's good and I know I like it, but I never use it. Okay, maybe pile with that one. This is a newer palette to me. This is the Sephora What a Gem Crystal Face Palette. I did a video review on this and a try on. Really like this. Gonna keep it. This is the It Girl, the It Cosmetics It Girl Volume 3 palette. I haven't done a video on this yet, but I'm going to. Look what I'm doing to this palette. I freaking love it. So, gonna keep it, gonna do a video on it, and it's really good. The How About Them Apples Cheek and Lip Cream Palette. Oh, okay. Playing with the cat, trying to get him all riled up. This is from The Balm, one of the best things that they have. It's a cream blush palette. You can do it face, cheeks and lips, I guess, too. I don't use it on my lips, just use it on my cheeks. I've had this for a couple of years, and it is still so creamy as the day I bought it. I love this thing. And I thought it would have, like, at least one pan by now, but I don't, and I still use this regularly. they are doing something really, really good with those cream blushes because they haven't dried up, not even a little bit yet. This is a blush or a highlighter palette from the Estee Edit. I wanted this so badly, and I finally bought it on Poshmark, and guess what? I haven't even used it once. I don't know why that is. I wanted this so bad. This one and the eyeshadow palette that come to like magnetize together, haven't used it, and I don't know why. Because I wanted it. I lusted after it so bad, but I haven't used it. I want to keep it because I just wanted it so bad, and I want it, but I don't know why I don't want to use it. It's so weird. That's gonna go in the maybe pile. Oh, this is this palette. It's called Holographic Face and Cheek Palette from Sephora. I bought this in the clearance section, and I haven't touched it. I'm afraid these are going to be so pigmented I'm going to die. Same with the highlights. Haven't used it yet, but I am going to keep it. But I feel it's going to be too pigmented. This is from the Balm. This is the Auto Balm Girl Powder little tin. And this is really, really, really good. I like this quite a bit. It has 3 blushes in here. One that's like kind of a bronzery blush, but it's really, really pretty. And then a really beautiful pinky tone highlighter. I like this so much. Gonna keep it. The Back Talk palette from Urban Decay. So this is an eye and face palette, or eye and blush at least. These eyeshadows are nothing to write home about. I don't enjoy using them very much, but these are so good. These blushes and these highlights are so wonderful. I want to keep it just for these, but I don't want to keep it just for those. But I want to depot them to keep them in separately, but then what do I do with that? Do I get rid of the whole palette? I mean, these here I think are worth keeping the palette for, even though I don't really love the design of it. But, okay, maybe pile, maybe pile. This is the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani blush. Oh no, this is the highlight. This is the eyeshadow palette. This is the blush palette. This is the one. This is the blush palette. So this is something that I wanted so badly when it first came out, but I never bought it because I bought the eyeshadow palette instead. And then I just regretted it all the time. I think about this palette all the time. And I guess I must have told my boyfriend one time about how much I wanted it. Because for my birthday, I got it. It was wrapped up. I thought it was a book, and it was actually this palette, and I about died. I was like, oh, I actually own it. And it's just as great as I thought it would be. I love this like forever. I will never get rid of that ever. I haven't decluttered a whole lot. Some of these are obviously more collection videos because I like a lot of the things. This is from Sonia Kashuk. Do you guys remember this little face palette she came out with? Guess how many times I use this? Maybe one time. But it's just so cute and compact. I just don't want to get rid of it. But I never use it. Oh, my little baby. Okay. Ooh, okay, maybe pile for now. Maybe pile. This is from ELF, or ELF, the Total Face Palette. This is a really, really light face palette. I do like this a lot, but I never use it that much. That can go. This is from Cover FX. This is a highlighter palette. Oh my god, I was just gonna say I love this, but then I caught myself because I realized I only use 2 of these. I only use these ones all the time. These 4 here, never use. Obviously, I swatched that one time. The white one I've used a couple times, but I really only use these, and if I'm being serious with myself, only that one. So I'm gonna keep it for that one because it's a nice palette, but I only use the one shade. What's the name of it? It's either rose, oh, it's gilded. Or, yeah, it's this one called gilded. Or is that rose gold? No, gilded. I don't know. I want to keep the whole thing. I'm going to keep the whole thing. I mean, who am I kidding? I want it. Another Cover FX palette. This is one of their face palettes. This one, too, is really nice. I love this brightener shade here as a highlighter. It's so pretty. The bronzer shade is so pigmented. The blush is way too pigmented. And same thing with the highlights. Like, they're too pigmented. I don't enjoy using something that's overly pigmented. But I do really like the formula of these. They blend really well. They last all day. They're just, you got to use a light hand. But I do like it enough to keep it. What are you chewing on? Okay. The Charlotte Tilbury Instant Look at a Palette Beauty Glow. This is one of my all-time favorite things I've ever bought. I use this all the time. You might not be able to tell, but I have used it quite a bit. I use this all the time when I'm running late for work or I'm running late for work. That's pretty much it, which doesn't happen a whole lot. But, you know, sometimes I just want to sleep in and do makeup at work, and I take this palette with me. Really great eyeshadows, the highlight, the bronzer, the blushes, everything in here is really nice. More of a natural kind of look, but really good nonetheless, and I like it a lot. It Cosmetics CC Plus Radiance. Do you guys even remember this? How long ago did this come out? This is something I have tried to declutter so many times. Every declutter I do, I'm like, I have to keep it for nostalgia. I never use it. I never use this. This goes in maybe pile. There's so many in the maybe pile. Okay. Sephora, the Enchanting Colors Eye and Face Palette. This came out last year. I did a video on this. I think this is so good. I wish they would release another thing like this year because this is so wonderful. Eyeshadows are so good. These products here are really good. And I don't use it anymore. I feel like someone else could really enjoy this and love it because it's really, really good. So I'm going to pass this one on, even though it is really lovely. I just never use it. The Wet n Wild blush palette from Pac-Man. Bye. The Collab Highlight Palette. This is one of my all-time favorites. Absolutely love it. Gonna keep it forever. Another one of my all-time favorites from the Balm, actually. The Highlight and Contour Palette. I take this every single trip I go on. And I love it every single time. I love the bronzers, love the matte blushes, love the two highlights, love the two matte shades here. Eyes and face. I love this palette so much. I will keep it forever. The next one here is some Guerlain. And it's a little compact little pod here. It has 5 eyeshadows, and then on the bottom, it has little blushes in here. This took me a long time to use because I just thought it was so precious. I never wanted to use it. And it's good. It's not the best thing I've ever tried. I'm like kind of let down on how long it took for me to use it. I mean, at least 2 years I went without using this. And it's really lovely. And I'm going to keep it just because it's beautiful. The By Terry Sun Designer Palette, Light and Tan Vibes. This is something I've also had for years. I bought this on Beautylish years ago. And I loved it. And then it was one of my first like really high-end purchases, like a luxury price tag item. And I didn't ever want to use it because I was like, I paid so much money for that, I don't want to use it up. And then now I realize how long it takes to use stuff up. I'm never going to use this up. But I never use it anymore. Okay, maybe pile, because I want to keep it anyway. The Makeup Geek Kathleen Lights Highlighter Palette. This can go. I was going to keep all of these Makeup Geek things to do a full face of Makeup Geek, because I have at least one thing in every category. Hey, stop messing with the cat. I have at least... Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. My dog was chewing on a Carmex tube that he somehow got the lid off of. Where was I? Makeup Geek. Where'd I put you? So, this is I wanted to do a full face Makeup Geek because I have so many products of Makeup Geek, but I don't like a lot of them. And it's not because they're bad formula, it's just they're so pigmented. And I get it that pigmentation is good and needed in products, but dang, there's a limit, right? Like, I don't want this. This is so over the top intense, and I can't use it in a way that I feel good about it. It's just too intense for me. And for that reason, I'm going to pass it on. Laura Geller, the Life Glows On Illuminator Palette. I like this enough. I think these are really pretty, and I think they're like holographic colors without being in your face. And it kind of reminds me of a Little Alchemist palette, which is one of my all-time faves. I bought 2 backups. They're on sale for $10 right now. I love that palette. And I like it. I like it enough to keep it. So, yeah. And then the last one here that I'm also undecided about is the Je ne sais quoi palette from It Cosmetics. This was one of my all-time favorite face palettes ever. I never felt a formula like this before because it feels almost like there's like gel or cream or something in there. They're so good. Like, the formula is wonderful, and I don't use it very much anymore, but I don't want to get rid of it because I really, really like it. Can't tell you the last time I used it. So I'm going to keep it. Talk myself into it. Let's go through the maybes real quick. I'm going to let this go. The By Terry. The It Cosmetics, I don't know why I have such a problem getting rid of this, but I think if I'm going to keep this because I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to let go of this because I feel like they're very, very similar. The Sonia Kashuk one. Urban Decay Back Talk. I don't want to get rid of these beautiful blushes and highlighters. I don't know what to do with this one. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get rid of the blushes, but I don't want the eyeshadows. Let me know your opinion down below. If you made it this far in the video, let me know what you think I should do with this palette. because I truly am undecided. In the bottom of your hand, volume 2, gonna let that go. I think someone else could totally use and love that. Estee Edit highlight palette. Dang! Why don't I want to use this? I lusted after this and felt such regret for so long. And now that I have it, I'm like, oh well, I have it now. I don't know what it is. I think I'm going to give this a trial run. I'm going to try it out for a week, 1 week straight, and see how I feel about it. Because I haven't really given it a shot. The Makeup Revolution blush and highlight thing. This one. I don't want to get rid of this either. They're so pretty. You know what? I'm going to put this aside as well and use it a lot more. And if I don't fall in love with it or use it as much as I think I'm going to love it, I'm going to let it go. And then the Pacifica one, I think I am going to depot these because the blushes and the eyeshadows are so good. Going to depot it. So how many am I getting rid of? 3, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. I'm only getting rid of 11. Let me... Let me take another look. Let me take another look here. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna let go of the Cover FX face palette. I only use one highlighter in there, and I'm also gonna let go of this Sephora one. I just don't have a desire to use this, and I haven't even touched it, so I'm gonna let go of that. Now, before the sun takes away the light and makes it super orange in here, that brings this video to a close. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was super long. I didn't declutter more than I kept, but you know what? I don't have to get rid of everything just to say it's a declutter, you know, sometimes it's kind of a collection. Let me know what you think I should do with the Urban Decay Back Tuck palette. Should I keep it? Should I declutter it? Should I just get over it? I have a lot of blushes, just get over it and let it go. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. Sorry it was a day late, but I really appreciate your viewership, and I will see you later in another one. Bye.